Hello, Mr. Maximus. He says hello to all. I am looking like a snake. Hello there, obsessed with horror. How you doing? Hello there, Alfredo. Hope you both are doing well on this Tuesday evening here. Hope everybody's been having a good week so far. Great to play with your belly, Mr. Maximus. Hi, buddy. I know, you got the itchies. Hello there, Bruce. How you doing? Hello there, Catitude. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. I have been keeping track on everybody who has entered into that giveaway contest for that laser pointer. Probably make an announcement sometime in the next week or so. Actually, you know what? I'll probably do it on a donation live. I'll create like one of those name generator things, and that'll pick the winner. Bruce Max is, excuse me, he's been doing well the last few days. We definitely feel like we have a good routine for him, just giving him wet food. And we've only been giving him 1 unit of insulin at nighttime because that seems to keep his glucose number in a good spot all night and until about the midday or so. Eventually, will have to give him a little bit of insulin in the AM, very small dose, just to kind of keep his numbers lower during the daytime. But overall, it seems like we're kind of figuring things out on him. Not Rosemary. Zelda is chugging along, doing fine. We do get some appointments upcoming here, though, with these kitties. Myself, first of all, I have to go tomorrow to see the knee doctor to get another gel injection. And then on Thursday, we take Rosemary in. It's time for her to have some blood work done and any shots she might need. Rabies shots probably be the only one. And then on Friday, we have a very busy day. We are taking in 4 of the 9 fur balls to get exams, shots, all that good fun stuff. The baby, Pandora, Yoda, and Kit. You got the itchies, honey. If you happen to be new here, hello. My name is Adam. This is Max. He is one of 9 kitty cats that we live with. This is a cat-loving community. We rescue, save cats. We also donate all of our channel earnings to cat charities across the world. So welcome and hello. We just kind of hang out here for about an hour or so. Show these kitty cats. Bruce, send your daughter to you for shots. I gotcha. Oh, also, there is a new community post feature apparently, which I think is kind of cool. So how it works is, as most of you know, community posts, like I can send a community post to the community and then y'all can respond to it. Now, though, from what my understanding is, people in the community can create posts in the community as well. It's a new feature on YouTube. They are giving it out, testing it. So we'll see how that goes, but I think that's a pretty cool thing, though. So, I don't know, I could start it saying, hey, put in a picture of your cat or something, and I could put a picture of Max or Zelda or whomever. And then those within the community could then, also put a picture in if they so desire. So I think that's kind of cool. It's a little bit more engagement and activity, interactiveness with those within the community. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well this evening. Hope everything's going well with the kitties and with the mom. Hello there, Glare Bear. Hope you're doing well today. Max has got some fast growing fur, as you can see here. Well, he's not obviously quite where he needs to be, but his fur is growing back pretty fast. I had to take care of some wasps earlier. We had some wasps who were growing on the outside of our screened-in porch, like in the siding area. So unfortunately, I had to do what I had to do with those wasps. It's never fun, but cats and wasps, humans and wasps, are not a good combination, are they, Maximus? He said, no, you gotta be careful with them wasps. You get stung. It wasn't a very big cone, though. It was a circular cone. It was maybe about this big, like all together. And I saw there was like 2 wasps that were actually kind of like hanging around it. So it was the start of something. But kind of living out here in the country, that's just what you're going to get. Yes, Bruce. I didn't. This is just the ghost. This is a pre-recording of me. No, yeah, no, I survived. I didn't get stung or anything. I'm pretty quick for an old white guy, actually. I still have some decent reflexes. That right, Mr. Maximus. Let's turn you around, buddy. Let's show off your nipples. And yes, YouTube, I did say nipples, so don't get crazy on me. But hello there, Phil. How you doing today? I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. Hello there, Shook Ones. How you doing? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Nice to meet you. If you are a cat lover, you are in the right place because we have 9 cats here all together, mostly rescue cats. Hello there, Obsessed with Horror. Hope you're doing well. Hope life is going well with you. Maxie. Maxie, you got some fleas. Oh, you got those floppy legs. Hey, buddy. You're a good boy. Y'all want to say hello to Obsessed with Horror? She, I'm not sure. They are new to the community. They come from the Sydney Cat channel. So if y'all want to say hello to them. I still have a contest going for this. If you all want to check out my second to last community post, if you want to potentially get this free, I will ship this to anybody who wins the contest. You would just have to go, like I said, into my second latest community post and put in Rosemary Rocks. I have about right now 11 or 12 people that have been entered so far. I'm going to give some more time though for it. And we will see who wins this. Very cool. Very, the cool thing, like up here, you can kind of see it's got a smiley face. It has a star. Don't worry, Max, I'll show it to you again in a second. It has a mouse. It has a normal laser pointer, or like the normal, like dot one, right? The traditional one. It's got a butterfly. And that's all of them. To me, I love the face is the best one to me. It's good to see Max playing here. Also, this has a flashlight. It's a very bright flashlight. Max is on the spot now. He's going to do some shadow puppets for us here. and it has a UV lights to detect counterfeit bills or the nasties that might be on the carpet. So if anybody who might be listening to this right now has not entered into this contest, just go to either my last or my second to last community post and type in Rosemary Rocks, and it could be yours. I will ship it for free to anybody who wants it. Who wins, I should say. Bruce, what were you saying? My chat froze here for a second. As soon as you come in, you hear nipples. Yep, we're all about nipples around here, obsessed. Bruce, one of the tests that your daughter took before graduations was for the state, the Indiana one, okay. And she passed it, awesome. Phil, it's a good time for horror, specifically gaming-wise. What kind of games are out there, Phil, for horror games? Hello there, Lewis. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, Max is definitely the cats have gone, especially the tuxedos. There's something about this laser pointer um that these tuxedos really, really get into. We think Yoda is losing his mind actually with this thing. But it's good to see Mr. Maximus here have some energy with a little creepy smiley face. Is that it, Maxie? But yes, Max is doing better. He's got a smiley face on his tummy now. That could be a good thumbnail for a video. Maxie. Hi, buddy. Phil, the new Resident Evil game. What is that, like Resident Evil 9, I think, Phil? Chronos 3? I've never heard of that. They also are announcing a new Blood. Is that the Bloodborne thing? Yeah, I do have a British YouTube channel named Dan's Go 8 who I watch, and he plays a lot of games. I don't really follow a lot of YouTube channels, but he's one I followed for quite a while. Fredo, you reached the seventh and you stopped. Is that the one where you're like attacked by mold, I think? Bruce, you're playing Fallout 4. Is that about nuclear war, I'm assuming, Bruce? Hello also to anybody who might be new here. Feel free to say hello. We are a cat-loving community here, so if you love cats, you would be in the right place. We also donate all of our money. So if anybody's interested in doing a channel member or anything like that, or wishing to donate, just know that it's not going to go to me or to any of these kitties. It goes to cat rescue groups around the world. We'll probably be donating again probably with either this upcoming weekend or the next weekend. We will be donating again, everybody. Just to let y'all know. Before I had my gallbladder surgery, and Max took a bit of a dive here with his diabetes, we bought him not a balancing board, but we bought him kind of like like a mat, like a foamy mat, just something so we can kind of sink his back legs into to kind of help strengthen them. So I think we'll eventually get into that because he seems like he's doing a lot better overall. Hello there, Elizabeth Sutton. Hope you're doing well. Love all the emojis there. Also, just wanted to mention, I'm only going to mention this just a couple times throughout this live stream. If anybody is interested, I am doing a giveaway with this. I have a second one of these that has not been used or opened or anything. If you're interested in this cat laser toy that has a whole bunch of different, let me just put up on the wall here, a star and a mouse, just a whole bunch of different things. Really cool. Just go to my last community post, or second to last community post, and just type in Rosemary Rocks, and you would be entered into the giveaway. Oh, Maximus, you got a smiley face on your... I know, it made you go, "Urgh." Lewis, saw the movie Kronos years ago. I have not heard of the movie. Is that the same director? If anybody knows, in chat, or Lewis there in particular, is that the same director that made what is that movie's called? Pan's Labyrinth, I think. The kind of like weird movie that has like that weird, like I don't know, the guy that has like eyeballs on his hands. It is the same director. That was a pretty neat movie with a bit of a sad story, though. I mean, like what it was about, but I kind of like that movie. I kind of like those weird practical effect movies that don't seem to be made much anymore. You know, everything's like CGI nowadays, and like nothing's not nothing, but it's too many things. It's not like practical effects anymore. That's like a lost art. I thought The Shape of Water was done by I can't think of the guy's name who made like The Sixth Sense, M. Night Shyamalan, but maybe not. All I know about that movie is what it didn't win like the best picture or something. It was like the space, not the space. It was like the underwater like love story with a female and a squid or something, or not a squid maybe, but a like a well, I don't know, the Black Lagoon monster or something. A merman. Well, mermen need love too. I guess mermen need a female, human female love. Yeah, you definitely know Maximus is doing better here because a few weeks ago he would not be able to or have the energy. Excuse me, I'm kind of moving around here. The desire to play so much. Max, you want to do some shadow puppets? I don't know if anybody's done a live like that. Has anybody seen a YouTube live where people are doing shadow puppets on the wall? That'd be kind of neat. Are you done, Maximus? Phil, Max's numbers, his diabetic numbers, his blood glucose numbers, we have gotten to a point, Phil, over this last about 4 or 5 days where we definitely are getting a pattern going, which is good. You want consistency. And what it looks like is, let's just say like this time of the night, like right now, his blood glucose might be, say, at about maybe 350 to 400, which is high. At 8 o'clock, we're going to give him 1 unit of insulin. And what that 1 unit of insulin will wind up doing after those first couple hours, like I'd say by 10 or 11 o'clock, it'll be in the 200s, which is pretty good for a diabetic kitty. And it's been staying like that all the way until about noon the next day. And then it starts to climb a little bit into the threes. So we're starting to get some leveling out. Yes, Phil. Appreciate the question. It's still just one of those things where it's going to be just up and down, up and down, up and down. If you are new here, hello. If you all have any kitty questions, feel free to ask them. If you want to say, hey, I have cats, feel free to say it. I know a lot of people just kind of watch and they don't necessarily comment, which I get. But I'm all about engaging with the people that are here. To me, you took the time to come into this channel and to engage with me. I want to engage with you. Oh, Max, you have a... Whoop, I want to get that in your eyeball. You have a smiley forehead. Yes, the lurkers. I don't go to many live streams myself anymore. I used to go to quite a bit, but I hang out in a few other cat channels. Sydney Cat, Tranquil's Unique Nature Experience, and I Am Raven. And I always like to talk. I could ask questions too. I could get some engagement going, perhaps. What is everybody's favorite? If you drink soda, what is everybody's favorite soda? Do you have a favorite soda? Luke's saying no current indoor kitties at the moment, but you're feeding four strays: Flash, Panda, Benji, and Onks. Only Flash and Panda come every day. How long have you been doing that, Lewis? Do I see green gunk in Max's eye? No, that's dried gunk. No, just dried black gunk, not green. So he's good. Let's see, Bruce, I'm with you with the Dr. Pepper. To me, Dr. Pepper is the best soda out there. My wife says it tastes like cough medicine, and I can kind of get what she's saying. But I definitely like Dr. Pepper. It just has that unique taste to it. Um, Luis, Freshka. Okay, there's a lot of different Freshkas, aren't there? Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. Is there a different flavor? Catitude, you don't drink soda unless is that Lacroix, I think. I think that counts. It's like well, it's kind of like water, isn't it? Catitude, like flavored water or like bottled, not bottled water. Bubbly water, fizzy water. Glare Bear, McDonald's Coke. Hmm. Does it have to be McDonald's Coke in particular? Like if you went to like say Wendy's or Burger King or I don't know, Chick-fil-A or whatever, the same still? Or is it a different flavor there too? Catitude, yes, it's sparkling water. Okay. We're gonna hang out with Max for probably a few more minutes. Recently, these lives have been Max shows, so I want to get to the other cats as well. But still, we'll spend a good chunk of time with him here for a few more minutes. Then we're going to go hang with Tang for a little bit. McDonald's Coke is known to be different. What does that mean? Does that mean I got to take this UV light and go to McDonald's and see what kind of stuff they're putting in the Coke? Does it actually have Coke in McDonald's Coke? Oh, attitude, you're having a vodka right now. Well, enjoy. I'm not one for drinking myself. Unfortunately, I got a bit of a family history when it comes to alcoholism and stuff like that. So I've always avoided the bubbly stuff. Yes, and actually, Alfredo, it could also, if you have like cat pee, or if you have other, bodily stuff on the ground, it also detects that as well. Oh, here's another question. Does anybody actually have cash right now in their wallets? Say if you have a wallet, a purse, whatever, however you carry your money, do you have any actual physical cash in it right now? I do not. You don't have to tell me how much cash you have, though, just if you have cash. Let's see. Bruce says he got $30. Um, Lewis has no cash at the present time. Phil wishes he has any cash. Freddie, you got is that €1.50 by luck? Glare never carries any cash. Catitude, you do carry cash. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever have any cash unless we're like having to like tip somebody or we're having somebody come over to babysit the cats. Hello there, Richard Ortiz. How you doing? Hello there, Sherry. Nice to see you again from, I think you were here on Saturday, if I'm thinking correctly. Sometimes my memory is not quite there. So, hello, and you got $5 right now. Awesome. Well, you got more than me, cash-wise. I got zero, zilch, nothing, nada. Is that the tip for the bartender? Hey, could be. Could be. Phil, it's kind of amazing how quickly we have moved from currency. It is, isn't it? Pretty soon it'll just like be completely crypto. I mean, you won't even have banks eventually. Sherry, I appreciate the question. I am doing fine overall on this Tuesday evening. Mr. Maximus is doing pretty good the last few days. He hasn't puked. His numbers are in a better range. It's still a little high, but better overall. So yeah, how about yourself? Maxie, Mr. Maximus, Mr. Maximus. All right, guys, we are going to say goodbye to Mr. Maximus for now. We are going to go ahead and hang out with some other cats here. We're going to go visit Mr. Tang, the orange tornado, next. Excuse me. Let's see what he's up to. All right, Maxie. Bye, baby. You be a good little boy. You hear me? Hi. All right, Maxie. Get off the floor, which is always the event. Whew, okay. All right, Maxie. We'll be back, buddy. Mr. Tang, what's up, Mr. Tang? Tang usually doesn't do too much with this light, so probably won't really use it on him. He's more of a physical player, if you will. He's got to have something real that he can sink his teeth into besides my calf at night. Here's a quick little true or false. Those who want to participate, true or false. All cats, or the overwhelming majority of cats are either have black or orange coloring, like when they're born, if you will, or like in their pigmentation, it's either orange or black. Is that true or false? I think I said that somewhat correctly and incoherently, but hopefully everybody understood what I was saying. I might need to say it again. Hey Spence, how you doing? How are things out there in the UK, Spence? If anybody else wants to answer that question, do they think our cats genetically is what I meant to say. So let me rephrase this. Genetically, are all cats yellow, or not yellow, orange and black in color, genetically. Rephrase what I said. I was like playing that back in my mind. It's like that made no sense at all what I was saying. But that's what else is new. All right, Bruce, I think you said true. I think you said true last time as well. Lewis said false. Phil says he does not know. I'll give a few more moments here. Lewis, at birth, you will say true. Okay. Oh, it's a Mr. Tangy. Oh, let's rub that belly. Hi, Tang. Come on, Tang. Hi. As you can all see, this is definitely Tang's bed. We have washed it a few times, but you know, these are cats. And Tang here, well, he's definitely turned this into his bed. He's got his little wig now, his little toupee. But it is true, those who might be interested, cats, genetically, they are either all orange or black. All the other colors are just a variation of those two colors, which I thought was pretty interesting. You want to inch your own hair? Now, I could say, I have to be a little careful here in what I'm going to say, but I could say with Tang looking like this, he could be the Trump cat. He'd be loved by half the country and hated by the other half, but he could be the Trump kitty. Yes, variations meaning shades of orange or black. So like the black can kind of turn into white, or you know, different shades of white. The orange can turn into the black can turn into like gray, right? And the orange could turn into the different variations of that color as well. I only knew that recently. There was an article that I saw that said something like, "Are all cats genetically, uh, you know, orange and black?" And I read it, and they said, "Yeah." And they went into obviously a lot more depth and detail that I'm able to go into on in here. Louis, you're colorblind. I never knew that. Huh. Now, are you truly colorblind, Lewis, or is it just like can you see no colors, or is it like red and green stand out, or how does that work? If you don't mind me asking. Sure, if you want to. Oh, Mr. Tang, he's a good boy. Looks like we got around 30 people or so in here right now. If you are new here, you want to say hello, feel free to. If not, that's okay too. Always looking to extend this big cat family, little by little. One cat parent at a time. Lewis, you see colors which you cannot distinguish between many. If that makes sense, it does make sense. So if it, just to make sure that I understand what you're saying, say there was a piece of paper, right? It was a white piece of paper, like a printer paper, and there were like 10 different colors on it, and the colors were kind of similar looking, but they were technically different. That's where the struggle or the not being able to tell the difference would come into play. Hello there, excuse me. Hello there, Rosemary. Hope you're doing well today. Rosemary, I will swing by Yoda. I'll swing by Max here for a few moments because she didn't see Max. I started with Max today, so I'm gonna pop in there for a very brief time, and then we'll go check on the others. Excuse me. Here's another question for everybody. What am I trying to say? What do y'all have like a favorite emoji that you like to use in chat? For those who use emojis, do you have a favorite emoji? Louis saying that's certainly true. So having difficulty or not being able to tell like blue from purple. Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense now. Alfredo, so you have some laughing emojis. Louis, you have the angry emoji. Hello there, Bo. How you doing? This is Tang Bo. He is one of 9 foster fail rescue kitties that we live with. The laughter is Phil's. The box and the cat is Glare Bears. Uh, well, they're actually Bruce. There is a poop icon or a poop emoji as well. That's on YouTube. Or maybe it's not on YouTube. I don't know. It's on my phone, so I use it on occasion. Rosemary, you don't have any favorites? I understand. Spence, the kitty with the heart eyeballs. Yeah, there you go. That's the one I was talking about, Catitude. Yes, the whole 3 poops. That's what I'll be dealing with in about 20 minutes here with their poop. I'll be scooping their poop. Rolling the logs, what I always used to say. Rolling the logs. Log rolling is an art. I am a certified log roller. I was trained classically in it. So, the screen is so small, so these emojis are small. What is that, Lewis? Is that a finger or is that a hand? Like somebody like snapping their fingers? Is that what that is? I can't tell what that is. That could be anything in my mind right now. Is that like a ghost? I'm not sure what that is. Rosemary, almond roca. Oh, huh. Okay. Nut logs. Is those what those are? Okay. Nuts. That's Italian for not nice words. Spence, question. How are things with the auto litter box? Well, Spence, nobody uses it. I have an app on my phone that tells me like when cats go in and out of it. And basically during the last like 7 days, like no cats have really been in it, or maybe like one cat is in it for like 20 seconds. So to answer your question, it's just becoming a dust collector. So not much, not much. Luis, it's Italian for what the bleep are you talking about? Yeah, I get that pretty often with my wife, Luis. No, Louis. Sorry, she doesn't know what I'm talking about half the time. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna leave Mr. Tang here in about a minute or so, and we're gonna go check on some other kitties. Chocolate logs rolled in granola. That sounds pretty tasty. Those who might be new right here, if y'all are interested in a giveaway, people normally like free stuff, typically, right? Who doesn't like something free? This laser pointer toy, I did a review for a company. I got 2 of them. I'm going to keep one. I'm going to be giving away the other. So if you are interested in having a free laser toy shipped to you anywhere across the world, then just in a community post, my most recent or second most recent, just type in the words Rosemary Rocks, and you will be entered in the contest. All right, let's leave Tang. All right, bye, Tang. No, cars. Oh, what kind of cars does everybody drive? We have two SUVs, as you can see, those sports utility vehicles. Hyundai. How about y'all? Cars, trucks, bikes, go-peds, mopeds, skateboards. Your feet. Hello, kitties. Oh, you see it, don't you? You said, yes, this is mine. Not yet, Yoda. You're losing your mind with this laser pointer toy. Aren't you? Let's see. What are people saying? A skateboard. This is gonna really cause my brain to melt, Bruce. You do know that, right? A Mitsubishi Bishu. I can't. And you all know I can't pronounce to save my life. But an Outlander. Okay. Is that like an SUV kind of thing? Hello there. It's me, Taylor. Hi. How you doing? You have kitties? No car at the present. Wow, a Hyundai Civic for 16 years, and it had 300,000 miles. Wow, that's a lot. Spence, you have a Honda CBR 600 and a Ford Focus. Okay. Bo, I don't have 10 cats. I only have, well, technically, Bo, I do have 10 cats because my wife is named Kat, K-A-T. We just collect cats, Bo. These are all rescues or foster fills. So that's what we do. We save kitties. And then this channel saves kitties by donating all of its earnings to cat charities across the world. Phil, a Nissan Rogue was close to getting a Rogue One edition, but decided against it. How come, Phil? I mean, besides, I'm assuming just the cost, right? I'm assuming a Rogue One edition is probably cost more. It's got like all the bells and the whistles. He probably is dizzy, Bo. He really likes this laser pointer that's got the smiley face on it. Cost, yeah, I figured. Yeah, cars can be bloody expensive. Those two cars that we have out there, both of them are paid off. And they're like 10 and 12 years old, and they both have they're both past the 100K mark. But we'll run them into the ground. Those who are new, this is Yoda here. The fat one here, and yes, I will say fat because she is fat. I don't mind saying that because that's what she is. Tiny there, the chunky one. And then Yoda here, the other tuxedo. And then we have the baby. Bo, you don't have a car, can't drive. You took public transportation. Well, there's nothing wrong with public transportation. It works. And then you have Pandora here. And this little old sweetheart here, this one right here that has the laser on her right now, that's Zelda. Zelda is our 20-year-old diabetic kitty. Been diabetic for going on 10 plus years. Tiny is thick. Yes, you'll need many C's there. That's like THICCCCCCCCC. A 2007 RAV or Rave. Bo, you would think so, but actually Tiny, She was a foster. We fostered her, her brother, and three other cats. And when she was a baby, when she was a kitten, she was very skinny, um, and she doesn't really eat all that much. So uh, I don't know, maybe she just got like a fat gene on her or something. Just some just a little bit harder, slower metabolism, maybe. I'm guessing though. I really don't know. Sherry, you don't have a car. You just use public transportation. Awesome. Um, Glaber, I don't know why YouTube like blocked that or took that off or censored that. But to me, it's just a bunch of hearts. I don't understand. Um, Bo, didn't know that a cat can be diabetic. Oh yeah, so Bo, pretty much like anything a human can get, a cat or a dog can get, animals can get. So we have two diabetic cats, and we have another cat that's got a thyroid issue. Glarebear, you're putting in the symbol that it's buffering. Is anybody else having buffering issues? Glarebear, if it's just you buffering, maybe leave the live and come back and see if that fixes it. If that's an issue. Oh, it's a loading. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Uh, Hello there, Kevin. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you on this Tuesday evening. Kevin, what is your favorite soda? Phil, you had a cat like Tiny a little while ago. Pin, that's a cool name. Pin was a big girl. The vet said that she was a healthy kitty, but just big. Yeah. What is everybody saying no for? Oh, on the buffering. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Happens pretty often. Sprite. Okay. Kevin, I like Sprite, but only. Hello there, Sue. How you doing, Sue S? I hope you're doing well. Again, Sue S, I know it's going to be a little ways away, and hopefully I'm remembering of the correct person, but congratulations again when you wind up taking on the little gremlin, Mochi, little Mr. Mochi. Hopefully I'm thinking of the right person. I think I am. Hello there, Miss Space Nuts. How you doing? Why did you pick that name? Just curious. Are you from space and a nut, or I don't know? I'm just wondering. Moochie. Okay, that's Mochi. Okay, I was correct then on Sue adopting out kind of Mochi in due time. Is there a time frame on that, Sue? I think like in a few months or something, from what I remember seeing Shelly's post. Rosemary, you really like Fago Rock and Rye? Fago Rock and Rye, but we don't get it here. What is that? Is that a drink? Sounds like a bread. By September or October. Awesome. It's good though that Yoda likes this because Yoda, he's kind of getting a bit chunky himself. He may not look like it, but he weighs about 16 pounds or so. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's right, Kevin. You were saying you like Sprite. Hello there. We have now two Space Nuts. I have another Space Nut, and we have Mrs. Space Nut. Are you two related? The Space Nuts? Hello, though. How you doing? Most cats are Space Nuts. They come from the planet Floof. Rosemary, Faygo is a brand of soda pop in Michigan. Awesome. It's full of nuts, and we got nuts here too. Oh yeah, so I keep on forgetting what I was going to say. So Sprite, Kevin, you said you like Sprite, and to me, Sprite is good when you're eating, when you're cracking. What are those one things that baseball players chew on all the time? Sunflower seeds. Yeah, sunflower seeds. Run, Tiny, run. We need to get that 16 pounds off of you. Well, not 16 pounds. I mean, you wouldn't weigh anything, but we need to get about 8 pounds off of you. Hello, another space nut. I hope that you are not related. You have some explaining to do. Some odd things to your child. Alfredo, you might have asked before. I'm not in the UK. I live in the US. I live in North Carolina. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the US and the States, but I live in NC. Oh, you got all dizzy, Tiny. Sue, it's because because Mochi needs all the vaccines, the titer tests, rabies, antibodies. Yep. Monster Energy is not bad. I've never had a Monster drink. I don't drink coffee though either, so like any of those energy drinks, I'm not really into. Alfredo, you're not familiar? Okay, so yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, I live in NC, but I was born in Arizona. Kevin, sunflower seeds are good with Sprite. Yep, peanuts as well. I think it's the salt that helps, probably. Alfredo, you're the first, or I'm the first person you met that didn't like coffee. Yeah, no, to me, nothing against people who drink coffee, but to me, coffee, whether it's hot or cold, it's just like it's mud water. So I'm either like drinking hot or cold mud water, and I'm just not interested. You have a smiley face on your head, Yoda. You look a little creepy like that. Could you imagine Yoda? That's what his face looked like. The smiley face, it's like in the shadow. That'd be pretty freaky. All right, we got to go check on the little nutball. We're gonna say goodbye to this group here. Kit is under the bed. I'm not gonna get under there. Not Rosemary. Pandora is over there in the corner, looking like a lump. Yoda, it'll come back. I promise. Okay. It'll come back. Another space nut. So Mrs. Space Nut isn't a fan of coffee either. I'm at least 10% coffee at any given time. Pandora is up at the edge of the bed. She kind of blends in with the bedding and with the post. That's not a post. What is that called? The thing at the back of the bed? A bed post, I think, a frame, whatever it is. So she's over there. All right, Rosemary, I said I was going to show you Max because you didn't see Max earlier. At least I don't think you did. So let me quickly just pop over on Max, and then we'll go to the kitty, Rosemary. Hi, Maximus. You can't come out yet, buddy, because we got that cat out. We have the little gremlin out. We have little Rosemary out. So you'll come out soon, but not yet, buddy. I know you want out. A few more minutes, buddy. All right. All right, Rosie, where are you? Okay. Always daunting going downstairs, I tell you.
You're getting old. Sure.
All right, so Rosemary here. It's been a little while. I used to be out here all the time with her during these live streams. She would be, oh, hi, Rosie. She'd be out here just sunning herself. It smells a bit like smoke out here. I think somebody's burning some wood or something. So she enjoys her the summertime the best because she is definitely a if we had like tanning beds for these cats, we would they would definitely be used. Can you imagine that? Like 9 little itty bitty like little mini tanning beds, and these cats just laying in them, like on their back, with their heads sticking out. Maybe their tails sticking out too. uh, Sue, these cats really are running your house. Yeah, pretty much, Sue. Yes, they do. Spence, these are indoor. Though I guess technically, Spence, they indoor and outdoor, right? They're indoor, but we do have an outside space for them, so they're kind of both. But we don't let them like out there in the wild. If Rosemary was outside of this porch, we have some good sized like hawks and birds that go up in these trees. And I would fear, like, if Rosemary was out there and one of these hawks or like even owls or something, they saw her, they'd swoop her, they'd come down and swoop her, and then she'd be gone. I mean, she's only like 5 pounds, so she's she's not very big. Now, of course, the hawks, they wouldn't really have much of a meal though, because she's just all skin and bone basically. She ain't got no fat on her. What we'd love to do, we were talking about the chunkiness of hello there, Sydney Cat. Hope you're doing well. The chunkiness of Tiny. If we could like pull out, like get a needle, right, and we pull out the fat from like Tiny's butt or her hips, and then we inject it into this one. That would be awesome if we could do that. Get right. Hi. Now, I will say, you will probably see this. I'm going to kind of pull. No, she's not going to let me do it. So, she's got a bit of a runny eye. Once one cat kind of gets a little under the weather, you can kind of, yeah, I think you can kind of see it there a little bit. That eye over there. It's, we've been giving her some drops and, or not drops, some ointment, but we're going to switch over to a drop. We have like an antibiotic drop that'll kind of help. She's going to go to the vet on Thursday anyways, so if she needs something else, we'll get it then. But it's just one of those things. If you have multiple kitties, one cat kind of gets under the weather, develops a watery eye, a runny nose kind of thing. It's just inevitable that all of them are going to be getting it as well. So, just one of those things. Ain't that right? I was going to call you Kit there for a reason, or for a second. Ain't that right, Rosie? I know. Show that third eyelid, honey. Spence, your kitty has the same problem intermittently in one eye. Catitude, have I tried lysine? Not currently. We do have lysine, but the thing with lysine though, Catitude, is typically it has to like be in the system for a while for you to start to see effects. At least that's from what I've noticed. And I think she might have been on lysine, like a powdery kind of lysine. I know there's a liquid type too, like a gel, that you can just shoot down the throat. But what am I saying? So no, we have not for her. No, not recently. But I know that's a good thing though, because it helps build up the immunity as well. Do I have a good smelling finger, buddy? Sherry, we don't have foxes, but you do have the coyotes. I don't know. We probably do have coyotes here. I know for sure we have foxes. Seen them on occasion. Phil, you sent me a couple of pictures of Pin. Awesome, Phil. Oh, also, just real quickly, I'm going to end this in the next maybe 5 minutes or so, but I do want to say I've noticed there is there's a new feature that this community that our community has now. I just noticed it earlier today. So under the community tab, it's always was like I make a community post and then you all respond to it, right? Through comments and things like that. This feature now is where the community can share pictures and things like that with each other. So I think it's YouTube's kind of like next step, if you will, of getting more engagement within communities, or fostering, developing communities, a sense of community. So I think that's a really cool thing. I think I got to start it. So I'm gonna like tonight. I'm gonna just make like a very quick, like, say hello, hi everybody, and just sort of like a picture of Max or somebody. Maybe not Max because I know I've been very Max heavy recently. Hello there, Cersei. Hope you're doing well. Um, I'll have a picture of somebody, and then I'm gonna say, hey, I want to just test it. Can you then, just to whoever wants to be engaged with it, can you just put up a picture of one of your cats or whatever. And we'll kind of see how that goes. But I think it's something that could be really cool, and really just kind of like sense more of a fostering of community, so people can get engaged, which I think is pretty cool. Almost like those who know Discord. I'm not sure who knows Discord or has heard of Discord or not, but it's kind of like a Discord basically on YouTube. It's what it sounds like. Sydney Cat, you did not realize. Yeah, you might want to check out yourself, Sydney Cat. I think you got to find it under the if you go like on your in your channel, Sydney Cat, in the community section, you might have it there yourself already. So it's just something, something kind of cool and something kind of neat that I feel that'll kind of bring the community closer together. Thank you there, Cersei. I appreciate that $5 super chat. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. Well, probably in about a week or so, everybody. I think next week, probably not this weekend, but next weekend, we will do our next donations for the month of May. What else? I was going to say something else though about Sydney Cat, or not about Sydney Cat, about Shell, about I Am Raven. Thank you, Bruce, for the $2 super. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, friend. Um, oh yeah, so this weekend I'm gonna hopefully me and Shelly are gonna get together and we're gonna do another live together again. Not a Q&A kind of live, but just this kind of live where we're just gonna, just kind of show these cats and just kind of just chilled and relaxed. So just something that might be coming up on this weekend for those who are interested, which I think almost everybody here in this channel is probably a member also of I Am Raven, or at least the ones that are commenting, I'm pretty sure. Excuse me, as well. Spence, I appreciate the super. Thank you. What were you saying, Alfredo? Maybe you should consider doing a Discord, like mini channels, so you can stay engaged. We're gonna first see how that. I'm gonna see, Alfredo, how that thing works first, and we'll kind of go from there. Phil, you found this channel through Raven. Yep. Catitude, you love Raven. Absolutely. You love Shelly. Yep. Your video and chat keeps on cutting out. I'm sorry to hear that, Sue. I'm going to start wrapping up here anyways. So, hello there, Judy. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you as always. All right, friends. Like I said, I'm going to. I was talking about that new community post feature. So, if you don't mind, keep an eye. If you're like around your phone, just check out to see if I post something in the community post like section and see if you can reply to it. I just want to kind of see how this works. Hello there, DE. No reason to be sorry. Hopefully, D, we'll catch you on the next one on Saturday. But I am going to start to wrap up here. What was I saying? So yeah, just try to keep an eye on that if you can. I know you're obviously, everybody has their own stuff that's going on. But it's just something I might try to post a little later. So we'll kind of see how this works. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with these kitties, putting up with my gibberish nonsense that I try to communicate with others. I know sometimes it's hard to understand me, and sometimes it's hard to understand myself when I'm thinking my thoughts inside my head before they turn into words. And sometimes they come out okay, and sometimes they're like, "Huh? What did this guy say?" But anyways, until then, God bless. Take care, and we'll see. Hopefully, some of you on Saturday and through that community post feed. I know, Rosie, you got that ugly looking eyeball. And we'll end with the kitty. All right. All take care. God bless. And like I said, we'll see you next time. Excuse me. Bye, all.